So, would you like someone in Germany who have never visited any country in Africa to visit Africa? Would that be a good advice for you? Will you advise someone to do that?
Yeah, in Swahili we have a saying that goes kuishi kwingi kuona mengi. The more you see, you visit, or you're exposed to different cultures, the more you learn. So, and the more you see, the more your mind is opened up. You broaden your mind by seeing different cultures. You cannot experience other cultures when you are stuck in your own.
Wow, true. So what's the one thing, if someone comes to you and said, okay, I think if someone is watching this talk show right now and they want to visit, let's say Kenya, where you're from, right? What are the things you can say about Kenya that's going to make them want to go there?
Kenya is magical. I don't even know where to begin. From the airport, you just feel a shift. Um, the air you breathe, the people you see, like the country itself, it's green. Especially when you're escaping winter, you don't see green in this country. Then you leave and it's green everywhere. People are smiling, people are happy. Even the person on the streets, even people who are living on the streets, they are happy. A beggar is on the street, but you can tell something is different with Kenya. Is just magical, man.
So from what I'm understanding from you, it's like Germany is the other side of Kenya. So Kenya is warm, Germany is cold.
Yes, Germany is sad. It has to be one of the saddest countries in the world.
Then why the hell are you still here?
Again, I said Germany is sustainable.
Okay. So he backed that point out. He backed the point up. Okay. So there's this thing that people talk about. People in Europe always think about Africa. They always say, I remember once, it's a funny story. I remember once when I was learning German. I was going to German school to learn German. And one lady, she was from Poland, living in Germany. We're all learning German together. And she came to me once when we had break. And she's like, Leo, there's something I want to ask you. I'm like, okay, go on. Sorry. She asked me, is your father the king of Africa?
Damn.
Then I'm like, what? Like, what? Yeah. I'm like, why are you asking me that? Yeah, because you're always dressing very nice. You're always looking good. So I'm thinking your father is the king of Africa. Then I'm like, girl, if my father is the king of Africa, you and I will not sit here. Do you know what Africa is? It's a continent. If my father is a king, I won't even be in this country. So what I'm trying to make I'm trying to make is a lot of Europeans they don't have, because of the media that they see, who have never been in your country or in my country, they don't really know how it looks like. They only see what they see on TVs, on advertisement, on news. That's what they know. You understand? In Africa or in Kenya, can you talk a little bit about how worth it is? Like, some people do think that we live on trees. I think some people think that we live in trees. Some people think that we don't have airports. So can you clear out this point to just describe how Kenya is, like the infrastructure, like how worth it is, so people can really understand before they visit, to understand that it's not how you think. The news, the media, the movies just show you what they want to show.
Yeah. If I go to the movie route, I would tell people to watch The Lion King. Part of it was shot in Kenya.
Wow. Kenya people, congratulations. That movie is everywhere.
Yeah. So Kenya is not what people think. Well, even Africa itself is not what people think. People still think we live in mud houses or the houses that are built from trees. I don't know what they're called. You learn so much German, you forget your own language. But you would be surprised. The people I've met, the Germans, the pure Germans I've met in Kenya are always shocked by how developed Kenya is. Like cities like Nairobi, it's not the way you see it on movies. It's not the way you see it on CNN, Al Jazeera. There's so much more. Because for example, if we went to Cottbus Tower and all the movies were shot in Cottbus Tower and Warsaw, no one would come to Germany. But they always show the two people on the water, you know that thing, the two people in the water.
In Warsaw Strasse.
Yeah, and Fanziatum.
I mean, but there are three.
There are three? Yeah. I only know that one.
There are three. Can you very well there are three?
So in the movies, they only show, if you want to know a movie is shot in Germany, in Berlin, you'll see the TV tower, you'll see those, I don't know what to call them, the structures of people and the buildings, the tall ones. Yeah. Like, and places like Potsdamer Platz. Even Kenyan artists, some of the Kenyan artists shoot their videos at Potsdamer Platz. But if I take you to Neukölln, Cottbus Tower, Warsaw, you will not come to Germany if that's all I show. But then there is more to Germany, to Berlin that we also don't know. Yeah. There's places you pass with the train and you're like, I've never seen this before. And it's crazy because most places look good, but we are also not exposed to the places that look good because you can also experience the whole of Berlin. So that's the same thing with Africa or Kenya. There are so many nice places.
Okay, so what you're saying is, the media is just showing what they wanted people to feel like. So what we have to change in our side is make more movies showing the beautiful parts of our country, like Lion Kings and Wakanda Forever, things like that. No? So you will advise someone here to go to Kenya so they can see how beautiful and how advanced it is, so that they can change this prejudice that we have in our minds about our countries.
Yeah, I would advise anyone who's never been to Kenya to just take a month. Like, just save, if you have to save, visit Kenya for just a month, experience. There are so many things to experience. The wildlife, the club life. I was in Kenya the other day, I was in the club Monday to Monday. Everyone is shocked how that is possible. Monday to Monday. And
I mean, it's your job.
Yes, it's my job, but the clubs are full Monday to Monday. People are drinking Monday to Monday. It's not because they don't have anything else to do. And even if they didn't have anything else to do, they have money to drink every day.
Okay. Okay. So, one thing I want to ask is, if I'm in Kenya, right? If people go to Kenya, just tell them what's that one thing that will shock someone if they went to Kenya? Someone have never gone to Africa and they're going to Africa, Kenya. They're going to the country, Kenya. What's the one thing that's going to shock them? They'll be like, what?
So when you land in Nairobi and there's like the freeway, we call it the expressway, the roads are developed. When you think about it, there's no difference in being in Nairobi and being in Berlin, because you'll find very nice places, very nice buildings. And the people you pass, the people you see on the street, they even make it way better, because here, people are sad, no one is smiling, nothing. But you go there, people are having fun, you see people dancing on the streets, like there's so much life. Once you're in Kenya, there's so much life, regardless of what people are going through. Someone might be going through hell, but you'll never know because there's life.
They put their happiness first. That's nice, bro. That's really good to know because back home in my country, I've not gone there for a long time. I went there, I think last year, and then I was shocked. Like, I mean, I knew it was good, but I was shocked because it has moved like very fast, rapidly. You understand? Like, I see people there who has more money than a lot of people sitting in offices here. You understand? I mean, like the truth, like no lie. You see on music videos, right? Artists, they have like Lamborghini, they have these big cars, but they don't own those cars. In Germany, how many people can you count that have 7 cars that they own, that they bought with their money, that they don't buy on credit, that they paid cash? In Cameroon or in Nigeria, I'm saying something that I know from experience. I know my uncle have 7 cars. I mean, we're not talking about cars to show that that's why the country is too big, but we're showing that we got everything. My uncle has 7 cars and all bought cash, not on credit. Here in Germany, people buy on credit and everything. Cash and buildings, crazy. So I will really want you guys to visit his country or my country or any country in Africa so you can change your mind about it. So Punizo, there's something about my country I'm going to talk about. I don't know if it's the same like your country. I feel like in Europe, people are all about materialistic things, you know, but back home in my country, it's more about the love, the heart. You understand? We don't care. I mean, everyone wants material things, but what stands on top for us is the heart, you know? Like, there are beggars here in Germany. There are also beggars everywhere, also back home. But someone might move back home and give a beggar like a 50,000 to my money, yeah, or the Kenyan shillings or so. Or another thing is when people get married in my country, let me say you spend like €1,000,000 on your wedding. When you get married and you have connection with good friends, your friends come in with a lot of money. And at the end of your marriage, you have like 30 million. And it's not about the money, it's about the happiness of that day. They're celebrating you. But marriage here, I've never seen that. Like you see people like spraying money, make it rain on marriage. No, this is like real life, you know? So I don't know if it's like that in Kenya.
It depends. It depends. It really depends. Because also the cultures are different. Cultures are different. So it really depends with the people who are invited. All I know is when I was growing up, a member of the church would be getting married and the church would be full on that day. There would be food. Even if you didn't bring a present, you get to eat. You get to enjoy the wedding, you know?
It's all about here.
It's all about happiness, man.
It's all about the happiness.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So that's one thing I really like people to go to visit any country in Africa to see like there's a huge gap when it comes to respecting a human being, treating a human being the way that's supposed to be treated. You understand? There's a big gap that I would love them to go and experience this. So I have like 2 or 3 questions for you and then we are done. The first one is, if you had power, do you believe in God?
I do believe in God.
Okay, there are a lot of people who don't believe in God, but it's no problem. I do believe in God. So if God could tell you, I'm going to give you a big power today, a power for you to decide to change one thing in the world, what would that be?
That would be, I would give someone the curiosity to visit your world because everyone lives in their own world. I visit your world to experience why you are the way you are. It could be you are the way you are because you're just a bad person and I can judge you for that. You're just not a nice person. But before I judge you based on your color, your skin color, or what you do for a living, or how you are just as a person. I would give people the curiosity to want to experience your life from your world.
Okay. Wow. That's nice. I like that. So you give people the opportunity to get to, before you judge someone, before you judge someone, you get to know that person first. You understand? Step into my world and know if you can, how you should judge me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly because some people are the way they are because of how they were raised. You are the way you are as a result of what you've gone through.
Yeah.
Life, for example, you would grow up with very strict parents, or not even strict, not nice parents. So there are only two outcomes from you being raised in a background where your parents are not nice. You're either nice because your parents were not nice to you, so you have the need to be nice to other people so they don't feel the way you felt, or you be like your parents. So before I judge you for being an ass, I want to understand why you're being an ass. And I would give people that opportunity.
That's DJ Punizo's power. If God gave him the power. So what is going to be your choice if God, or if you had the ability or the power to change something in the world? You can write in the comment or think about it. So Punizo, one last question before we close the show for today. People watching the talk show right now, what's that one thing you would tell them to know about you before they judge you?
I would want people to understand that where I come from is not who I am. Where I come from is just the beginning of a story. And where it's a story, it's a long ass story, because from when you were born to where you are right now to where you'll be tomorrow till your death, where you come from is just the beginning of that story. So people should understand that where I come from doesn't limit my ability or my creativity or what I have to offer to the world. They need to know that that was just the beginning of a story. I come from Kenya, you're from Africa. That's the beginning of my story.
You heard that from DJ Punizo himself. Before you get to judge him, get to know him first. Step into his word to understand him. Have a conversation. Talk with him. Listen to him. Have the experience with him. Not the things you heard from the movie, what your parents told you, what you see from advertisements and all the stuff. Because there's a lot of things going out there on the media that it makes us judge people differently. Like, for example, now you will see someone from a Muslim person, you're like, oh, he's going to bomb this place. You see in Africa, oh, he's a thief. You say a European or American, you'll be like, a European, like, oh, they are very rich, they got money. No, 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 all Europeans are rich. You understand? You see black American, you're like, oh, he's a gangster, you know? So all these things came from the media, the movies, everything we see. So when you see someone, don't get scared, you know? Talk to them. Say hello. We don't bite. You know, if the person do bite, then you know that now you can judge. You understand? So give the people the opportunity before you make your judgment. I mean, even in court, they give the opportunity for the judge you. So why don't we do it in real life? You know what I'm saying? Maybe the real problem isn't that we are different. The problem is that we don't take our time to talk and understand each other. Today's conversation have taught us that in every story, there is a human being behind it. DJ Punizo, thank you for stopping by. It was a great conversation.
Thank you for having me.
This is our talk show, and we are
We are out.